Hey guys, it's Dolores. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, today I have an extremely special guest. Y'all, I had to get Tommy here by the skin of my darn teeth. So I hope you guys enjoy this couples tag. So for those of you guys who do not know already, I am married and this is my husband Tommy, aka Trey, as his family loves to call him, and we are doing a couples tag video today. Now y'all, like I said, I had to literally beg him to do the couples tag. He worked all day. We had our meeting today, and I know he's tired, but I'm trying to keep the content coming, honey. So I wanted to go ahead and ask some of the questions that I found online, as well as some questions that people have been asking me, you know, prior to this about Tommy. I know people have said they want to see him more. So y'all, here he is. How are you feeling today?
Tired.
Do you hate me?
Tired.
Lord. Anyway, let me get straight into these questions, y'all. I think he gave me a time limit of 15 minutes. So I'll make sure to use all 15 minutes up. Now, the first question is, where and when did we first meet? Do you want to go or you want me to go?
You can go.
So you going to make me ask the question?
That's what it is.
Okay, so, y'all, okay, listen. Okay, sometimes I laugh at the most inappropriate times. Now, me and Tommy are both Jehovah's Witnesses, so we met at a convention in DeKalb, Illinois in 2014. And then Tommy slid in my DMs after that, okay? Which is the truth. Tommy slid in my DMs on Instagram because I randomly commented on one of his Instagram pictures about the convention, and he's like, oh, we need a chance to take any pictures together. And I'm thinking okay, I don't even know you, so why would we be taking pictures together in the first place? So I was like, oh, whose fault is that? You know, okay, if you wanted to take a picture, you could have took a picture, all right? So then that's when he slid in my DMs, y'all, and I was like, okay. And the rest is history. That is the actual true version of what happened, you guys. I don't know what Tommy about to say, but just strike it from the record because it's not even accurate.
All right. So first, if a person has to say that was the actual truth, you already know they're lying.
Bruh.
Step one.
Bruh.
So, at our convention, I took a lot of pictures. I posted them on Instagram. She was the first one who commented on my pictures. Then it's my turn to
all right, okay.
Then after she made that comment, I replied in her DMs. Absolutely. So after that, I had to leave and go somewhere. So I gave her my number.
This is not part of the question. This is not part of the question.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
It said, where and when did we meet? I gave the answer.
Like I said, if a person has to say this is true, you know they're lying. So back to my story. So after I sent her my number, I didn't reply back or anything. Then I get a DM not even 10 minutes later.
You know what?
Did you get my number?
If I had the receipts, I would totally just...
What you doing? Do you got my number? She was parched.
Bruh. Tommy, now you just over here lying.
She was parched. That's all I had to say.
Y'all,
And
I'm getting a headache because of the
one
lies.
thing led to another.
Oh my God.
5 years later, we still together.
Bruh.
Next question.
I'm literally crying. I know you did not just say I was parched. Dude.
Next question.
You were the one that was thirsty. You didn't even have to slide in my DMs to say anything. You could have kept it in the comment section. But obviously, you were trying to have a private conversation. So who was the parched person in that situation? Me or you? Secondly, I didn't even ask for his number, all right? Again, number two, you slid in my DMs and you gave me your number. I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for none of that. So why did you give me your number?
If a person has to defend themselves.
Why'd you give me your number? Why'd you give me your number?
If a person has to defend themselves, there's a reason.
So go ahead and plead the fifth then.
Next question.
Why did you give me your number?
Next question.
All right, okay, so you see which version is true. Now, the next question. Where was our first date? I'll let you answer.
It was at Denny's. We had a couple of our friends meet us. They're like sisters to us, and yeah, we had a great time.
So that is true. Like, our first official date was at Denny's. We went out with my two best friends, Jazz and Josh. And y'all, that date was so litty. I mean, because that was like our first date out, and I hadn't dated anybody before, and Tommy hadn't either. So it's just like, oh my gosh, you're like on this date, you're with this person. Y'all, I wore this really cute, like almost like a cow print dress. It was like a blue Jones New York dress, and it had like white little circles in it. And I had on these like blue like 5-inch wedges with like a green heel, y'all. And I had my hair done. I had a little side part. My stuff was flipped, y'all. My lips was popping. I had my little matching purse, y'all. Tommy like locked eyes on me when I walked to the door. That man could not look away. I was like, oh, I was looking at him like, oh my God, he's too fine. Y'all, and then my best friends were trailing behind us. I was like, bruh, like it wasn't even awkward or nothing like that, because we had already talked to each other anyway. But our first unofficial date was over my second set of parents, Karen and Andre's house. I was like, oh my gosh, I like this brother. He seems cool, yada, yada, yada. And so they had him over for dinner. And I literally remember I had made chicken parmesan, right?
Nope.
Well, what is it, spaghetti?
Yep.
Okay.
Garlic bread.
I had made spaghetti with garlic bread, but y'all, I burnt the garlic bread.
Sure did.
I could have just cried right then and there. And I remember Karen going like, oh my God, don't worry about it. It's okay. Me and her was literally in the kitchen scraping the burnt off of the garlic bread. She was like, no, it's going to be fine. Just the way that you present it on the plate is what matters.
You ever seen a TV that's off?
Tommy, shut up.
It's all black and white.
Bruh. Yo, I ain't never heard nobody say that before to describe something being burnt. Rude. Because I know we scraped all that burnt off. Because I remember with the knife.
I was coughing all night.
Y'all, he had 2 plates, okay?
I had smoke inhalation.
It wasn't one piece of garlic bread left, okay? So, and I only had one piece. No, it was about like 8 pieces. Because I made the garlic bread from scratch. I had one whole loaf of French bread. All the garlic bread was gone, okay? All in his stomach. So, next question. Okay, what was your first impression of me?
Wow.
Is that good or bad?
It's great. We married, ain't we? What you mean?
I know. I'm saying, like, when you first saw me, what did you think?
Wow.
Hey.
See, here's the thing. When I first saw her at the convention, I mean, I was on an assignment, so.
So what was your assignment? You got to explain what that is for people who haven't been to a convention before.
So the assignment is where you have attendants that make sure that everything pretty much is okay. Assign people to their seats if you have to, help someone carry stuff, or just make sure everyone is safe. And so I was looking for somebody to relieve me, and she happened to be there. But since I was on my assignment, I didn't pay much attention. But she was looking good that day. So, yeah. As you can see, I don't have a problem telling the truth.
Wow. Okay, a little shade there, y'all. Since me and Tommy been together, he has truly been learned in the way of throwing shade from A to Z, and so I'm proud of him for being able to slip that one in there. Now, mind you, at the conventions, it's like a couple thousand people. Okay, so you have multiple attendants, but it's like a very like serious job because you want the friends to be safe and stuff like that. So, like when we first saw each other at the convention, like it was really just the shortest thing ever. And the thing is that we had actually met before then, mutual friends of ours. What? Oh no, y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna go down this road because Tommy swear I'm gonna go down this road just for the sake of being transparent with y'all.
Nothing.
No, because I know your face. I know that face you just
No, I
made.
had to sneeze and I stopped.
No, you didn't. Don't lie. And then he just say he don't lie, y'all. The proof.
I
The
did
proof.
have to sneeze.
Anyway, we were invited out to dinner by mutual friends, not for us to like, you know, get together or anything like that. We were just all getting together as friends. I was there and Tommy was there. Now we had saw each other in passing because we go to the same building or Kingdom Hall, but we were in different congregations. So, you know, the congregations don't meet at the same time. So I saw him as I was leaving and he was coming in, but I didn't think nothing of him. Like I was really not checking for him. And so we met before at dinner and we talked very briefly then, but I felt like completely different about him when I saw him at the convention. I was like, dang, y'all, he kind of fine, tall, dark, and handsome. I was like, okay, he got a cute little smile. I'm like, okay, he's over here making sure the friends are safe. Like, that, oh, that's so attractive, blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of how I felt when I first, like, saw you officially, like, outside of just, like, you're with your friends and nobody's thinking about anybody's setting. Anything else to say?
Nope.
I'm shocked. Pleasantly surprised, because I knew it was going to be a lie, probably. There's just one story he likes to tell, which is just that story. So, the next question. When did you meet my family? Yikes. Huh?
I don't know.
I think you met my family, like, probably, like, maybe a month after we started dating. Well, it's not like we didn't know each other's families, because we did, but, like, actually officially sitting down and, like, having a dinner and like breaking bread and stuff together, that was probably like maybe a month after we officially started dating. We all had dinner and everything like that. I think, wasn't it like within a few weeks that I went to an anniversary party for your family?
Let's just say yes.
Lord, yeah, it's true what they say that men don't remember dates, because they really don't. Now, who said I love you first?
The one sitting to my right.
You mean my right?
No, my right.
It was Tommy. We was on the phone, and this is the first time we had talked on the phone, you guys. Like, we always just texted. We never talked on the phone before. And I think it was a Saturday morning, right?
Nope.
Or was it like Saturday at like 12? It was before 1 o'clock, I think. It was like a Saturday at like early afternoon. And who called the other person first? Was it you or me? It gotta have been him, y'all. So he
I don't call people.
Uh,
Everybody knows I don't call people.
So he called me first, right? And you guys, we stayed on the phone for like 9 hours. I'm not even lying to you. The first time we talked on the phone, we literally stayed on the phone for 9 hours. And it wasn't even like being on the phone, like you don't have anything to talk about. You just sitting there in silence, or you're doing something else. Like, we literally were having conversation the entire 9 hours. And then I can't remember why we had to get off the phone. It was late at this point. It was dark outside. And that's how I know that we had to be on the phone a long time, because it was in the middle of the summer in June. You know, it doesn't get dark until like 9 o'clock. And we started talking at like 12 o'clock. And literally when we were getting off the phone, that's when he said, love you. And I was just like, oh my God. I was like, love you too. And then I like hung up. I was like, and then I couldn't believe it had happened. After I got off the phone, I was just sitting there like shook, like what the entire heck just literally happened right now? Like, did this man really just tell me he loves me? And by this point, how long have we been together? 3 weeks. Y'all, I got all the dates in my phone. I don't delete anything. I think it was like July 6th or like July 9th.
July 9th. Nice.
I only remember because my little sister had my tablet that day, and she took like 200 photos on my tablet, and it was only like a 16 gigabyte, so I really didn't have that much space. And I was like, oh my God, what did this little girl just do? It was like a couple hundred photos she took, and I remember it was like July 9th, and when we first met, it was June 14th. So we had only been like officially talking like for 3 weeks. And so like after he said I love you and I said it back, I was just like, oh my God, like I really do love this man. And I don't even know how. Like, I just felt like I knew him over the course of those 3 weeks. Like, I just knew him so much, because all we did was talk. Like, I mean, we really didn't have no life. I was working part-time at the bank. So yeah. And weren't you working part-time, or you were working full-time?
Full-time.
Oh, that's right, you were working full-time at the time. Well, I ain't had no life really. So I was like, bruh. Now the next question. Weird habit of each other. Do you have a weird habit?
Nope.
No, I feel like you do. And I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna figure one out. Does Tommy do anything weird? Maybe not. Maybe Tommy does not do anything weird, y'all. Do I do anything weird?
Yes.
Okay, like what?
Everything.
Something specific. Oh my
She will
god.
get out of a moving car if there's a bug in there. Full speed.
That's not weird at all. That's actually policy. Like, that's procedure. It's a whole handbook on it.
Let me see it.
It's somewhere. I'll find it. That is procedure, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If it's a spider in your car, a big booty spider, the car is moving, you're supposed to get out, okay? Unclip your seatbelt, open the door, and roll out that bad boy, all right? I'm like, that's not really a weird thing, though.
How many people do you know who are scared of insects and spiders, but they collect plants?
I just became a plant mom recently, so that doesn't count.
Oh,
and
okay.
I also know somebody that crashed their entire car because of a bug. So you have to pick something else that's weird. That doesn't count.
So you mean to tell me you rather crash a car than squash a bug?
How can I squash it if I'm driving? The only other option is to crash the car, and both of us gonna get hurt.
Or was you driving?
I was not driving. We were on our block, and I just like low key slid off the car super smooth. Like I didn't even think twice. You guys, I could not even talk, to be honest with you. Like I really couldn't even get the sound out of my mouth. I couldn't make a noise or speak to just say how scared I was. All I could do is real smooth, take my seatbelt off and get out the car. While he was driving on the block, there was nothing else that could have been done in that moment. There was no other procedure that could have been followed. The only option was to get out the car. And that's the only thing that was going to remove me from that spider in the moment. Now, that's not really weird, though. What's something weird that I do? Like a consistent weird thing.
Just told you.
I only did that once. So that means I really don't do anything weird then. True?
Sure.
Okay. Y'all tell me being so nice to me on the video. I appreciate that. Oh my god. Alright, now. What do I often do in my free times?
Sleep.
You think I sleep in my free time?
Sleep.
I do like to take naps. That is true. So I grew up taking a lot of naps. My mom always had a nap time for me. And my mom still to this day has something called quiet time, where she really just don't want nobody to talk to her. So back in the day, I did not have a phone, y'all. I did not have a computer. I didn't get my first cell phone until I turned 18, all right? So I didn't have a phone. I didn't have a computer. I just had books. So I did a lot of reading. And when it was quiet time and I wasn't bugging her, I would just go to sleep. I would take a nap. And so now, I absolutely need a darn nap. I know it's time to take these braids out because my whole finger just came off trying to wipe my forehead with this braid. Oh my god, did you see that? My whole fingernail just got stuck. That's another reason I wanted to hurry up and do this video, because I'm taking my hair down tomorrow, you guys, and I'm gonna be looking a hot mess. So yeah, I like to take naps. Now in your free time, I think you like to watch technology reviews. Would that be accurate, or do you think you like to do something more than that?
That's about right.
Tommy's a big technology head. He loves to have the latest iPhone, latest iPad. That's what he spends his coin on. I, on the other hand, like to spend my money on clothes. So, okay, what am I good at?
Talking.
Correct. What do I think you're good at?
All
Okay. You had to add that.
the time. Day in, day out. When she wakes. When she goes to sleep.
Oh my god.
When she's sleeping.
That is not true.
In the middle of REM sleep.
Bruh, now you just lying.
Constantly.
Bruh.
Am I wrong?
Okay, not during REM sleep, and I don't talk during my sleep either.
Next question.
Now, wait, y'all, what was the question? Oh, what am I good at? Okay, what are you good at? Does it have to be like? Can it be a quality or does it have to be a thing?
Are you asking the question?
Oh, okay. So Tommy is a very caring and compassionate person. So that's what he's good at. Like Tommy is very extremely empathetic. Like whether it's caring for someone, helping somebody out, like an elderly person, helping someone who's grieving, someone who's depressed, someone who's down and out, like Tommy just is able to completely master like feeling the emotions that that person has, putting himself in the moment and like literally being there to console and care for them and like be a listening ear. Like even though he's not extremely talkative, like that's where we're polar opposites. I love to talk, like to have conversations, all that other stuff. Tommy is definitely not like that whatsoever. But when it comes to like caring for somebody and helping somebody feel better in general, like Tommy is like a 10 out of 10 when it comes to doing that. Like he will literally sit down and listen to you and just give you such comforting counsel and soothing words, if it's from the Bible or if it's just from him pulling out of his own little knowledge banks, like nice little tips and advice and stuff like that, or does not even say anything, just being there to like listen to you. Tommy is like a master at that. Okay, like honestly, that's like what you're good at. I keep forgetting the question for some reason. Now, what was our first road trip?
Ohio.
Yeah, that was lit. Well, it was a sad occasion. We went because one of my good friends' mother had passed away. But it was our first like trip anywhere together. It was our first road trip, and we went with my parents. So like, and crazy, my dad always drives everywhere, you guys. Well, my dad used to drive everywhere. And so usually my dad would drive if we were going on a road trip. And we had made this trip before when my same friend got married. But this time he was like, I'm letting y'all drive. So I was like, oh, what? So Tommy drove there. And then on the way back, we took turns driving. And I was so scared because first of all, my dad didn't really trust me to drive far distances like that, but he let me. Like, he didn't go to sleep, y'all. My mom was knocked out. My dad did not go to sleep whatsoever. But he was in the back, relaxed, singing, listening to music. So that was a nice road trip because it was like our first time like getting to experience the world outside of the immediate scope of like family and friends and dealing with people's like dramas and mouth and stuff like that. So it was like really a refreshing weekend, I would say, even though it was for a sad occasion. What am I not good at? Ooh, child. Wow, I don't even know why I put that one up there.
What am I not good at? Not talking.
Bro. Oh, that's kind of rude, though. Oh my God, why would you choose that? So many other options. Like, it's literally anything else you could have said. Oh my God, y'all. That's so bogus. Anything else? Oh, that's what you're going to stick with. Oh, you just cracking up, ain't you? Y'all, please do not take anything that Tommy said seriously. Is that your final answer?
Yep.
Okay. What is Tommy not good at? Man. What are you not good at?
Communicating.
Yes. That's it. I couldn't think of anything. Like, we have two different communication styles. Like, whereas I'm like growing up, all me and my family did was talk all the time, because we had one TV in the house. Like, cell phones back then didn't have nothing popping but the Snake game, and that was about it. And I didn't even have a phone, so we just spent we ate dinners together. We just did a lot of talking, a lot of just expression, and like my parents really didn't censor me growing up. They just allowed me to talk freely. So I've always just been a talker. Like, I'll communicate how I feel. If something's bothering me, like, okay, now you're about to know about it expeditiously. If something's making me happy, sad, or if I feel like, anything, I don't have a problem expressing it. Whereas, like, what would you say your communication style is?
I hold things in. I've always been that way. It's a gift.
Lord. it's so that can be a challenge though, you know, because of the fact that our communication styles are so different. So I would say for the most part we've actively worked on, you know, being better at our communication styles, blending a little bit better together. Because whereas I would just say yada 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 yada, this and that and the other, Tommy would be like, all right, okay, everything's good, and then be feeling some type of way, but then not say it just for the sake of just everything being copacetic and peaceful, but then still be holding that feeling in, and then now you have it come out like days later, or weeks or months later, you know. So, but I would say that, you know, we've been married almost 5 years in March, you guys. So, as we've been married, we've been just actively working on our communication style, like slowly coming together to be better between the two of us, since we do communicate so differently. Now, favorite feature about each other?
What you mean as far as?
I guess physical feature, because we already said um something else. I don't know. I can't even remember what I did and did not ask. I would say physical feature, or you could say uh like a like I already said a quality, but you could say a quality or something that you appreciate most about me, I guess.
She can cook.
That is true.
Came from a family that cooks really well, so that was a requirement.
Yeah, y'all. Tommy's family cooks amazingly well. Like, he has all these aunts and everything like that, and all they do is cook. Pre-Rona, they stayed cooking and catering stuff. My mom taught me how to cook, just that, and like binge watching Rachel Ray and everything like that growing up. I just like have my own cooking style, but as you guys already know, I love to cook. I like to try new things, and so when me and Tommy dated, that's basically all what I did, because we really didn't have any money, y'all. We really didn't have any money. So my mom would be like, okay, just have Tommy come over, and she would cook dinner, or I would cook dinner, and like that's literally all we did was eat. So I would agree with cooking. Your best feature, I already mentioned how compassionate and caring you were, so I would say that you're able to do, like, you're a jack of all trades, basically.
Master of none.
That's not true, though. That's not true, you guys. Listen, Tommy, literally, tell him what you used to do. I feel like the mamas would be like, show them that dance you did.
What I used to do.
What you used to do, what you used to work on. Bruh,
it's late.
This is your life, though. Didn't you used to work in a program in school? Okay, what was the program?
Tell me.
A car program. Tommy used to work in Navistar, right? That's what it was called.
Navistar
I don't know why my voice all breaky. He was working on a Navistar program, basically working on diesel engines. And so, like, Tommy knows how to fix cars. What did you fix in our car? Let's start with a V. Or start with a T.
Throttle body.
A throttle body. Okay, so y'all, one day we were... Huh?
It's not hard.
It is hard, okay? Don't let nobody tell you differently either. It's hard. One day we were driving our car, and that bad boy stopped, okay? Like, it didn't even give you a warning, like, okay, I'm about to turn on. That bad boy just stopped in the middle of driving, and we found out that it was a throttle body. Tommy, y'all, this part, I have a whole video of Tommy fixing it. Tommy literally replaced the entire throttle body. What else did you replace on the car? Some other big parts. He did all of that himself. Tommy knows how to do some slight plumbing, okay? I seen Tommy do a little bit of electrical work. You know how to do a lot of stuff. Tommy know how to do a lot of stuff, y'all. So I would say that he's definitely a jack of all trades, in the sense that Tommy is eager to try to do it on his own before hiring somebody to do it, you know? Like, even when we had like an issue with like the drainage system in our house and stuff like that, because we have like a lot of tree roots outside that basically just clog up our pipes. Tommy like literally went out, got the part, and literally tried to rot it out himself. And even though it didn't work, just the fact that Tommy actually tried to do that himself, and it's not an easy job. You're talking about like mud and muck and stuff like that coming up, and like Tommy was really down there for hours trying to ride it out, like just sheer strength and everything like that. So it's like, when it comes to getting anything fixed, he painted our room, like anything like that. He put up a shoe closet for me. I actually have a BuzzFeed video that I'll leave the link for. And Tommy, basically all those things that we did in our apartment, by the way, that we did not own. We had a slum landlord. Tommy literally was responsible for all that. He made me an entire walk-in closet. He painted. Tommy darn near pulled up carpet and sanded the floor for this lady because she was trifling. And he sanded and stained the floor. I mean, he know how to do tile. Tommy know how to do tile. What else you know how to do?
No.
Don't you know how to do roofing?
No.
Y'all, Tommy can find out how to do roofing tonight if he wanted to, okay? Tommy can put you a new roof on tomorrow. That's another thing. He put tile in our basement, y'all. Listen. Tommy know how to do all of it, okay?
I know how to go to sleep in the middle of the video, too.
Huh? Okay, wait. Okay, y'all. So all we got, okay. What is one thing I do that gets on your nerves? Don't say what I'm thinking about to say.
What am I about to say?
I feel like it's gonna have something to do with me talking.
Why would you say that?
Because I know you.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Turning off the air conditioner.
That's not even really nothing. Why do you not?
Now
Why do you?
see why.
Why do you not like me turning the air conditioner off?
I'm a very hot person. I like it to be ice cold.
And I'm the exact opposite. I'm not like, I don't dislike cold, but my sinuses be acting a fool on me. So Tommy will have the air conditioner on and the fan on. So we have two fans, as y'all could see probably. He will have both fans blowing directly on our heads and have the AC on high on 10. And in the morning, I just can't even breathe out my nose. So I will get up and turn the air conditioner off. Or when he goes to work in the morning, since I work remote, I will turn the air conditioner off for the entire day. And I don't care how hot it gets, I'm not turning it back on. Because it just feels so good to me. So now, something that you do that I don't like. What is it that you do that I don't like?
Not communicate.
Well, yeah, that's true. Maybe that's the biggest thing, the communication. Like, I just like, just when he doesn't tell me how he really feels about things, and I have to like ask 42 million questions. Which I like to ask questions anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I don't always want to have to do that to understand how he feels. So that's probably valid. Yeah, I would agree with that. Oh, and when you leave your razor in the shower. Like, I don't like when people leave things on the bathtub ledge. Like, because I just don't even like it being there. Not like, I mean, I can easily move it, but it's just the fact that it's there. Like, put your razor where the razors go. All right, don't leave it there. That's just something petty, though. Now, what's another good one? I just had it, you guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
User error.
You're right. I'm struggling using your phone. Your phone is on something right now.
Yeah, because it knows it's time to go to sleep.
No, Tommy not even finna go to sleep, y'all. Tommy been watching. Tommy is in love with The Rock, okay? Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And Tommy gonna watch Titan games when this goes off, okay? Tommy trying to convince me it's so late. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Blah, 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 blah. Tommy gonna turn Hulu on so quick and watch about 3 more episodes of Titan games and be over here energized like he took a 10-hour energy when The Rock come on. All right, so are you really going to sleep?
Yes.
You got to pay me $100 if you go to sleep. If you don't go to sleep.
All right, take it out of your check.
Oh, Lord. Oh, what food do I like or hate? Both. What food do I like or hate? What's my favorite food and what's my least favorite food?
Macaroni.
Yes, macaroni and cheese is least favorite food.
Mm.
I don't even know, to be honest with you. So, Dad, what is my least favorite food? Apple pie.
It's a shame.
I'm not a fan. That's
a shame.
Tommy's favorite food is steak. Would you agree? Your least favorite food? Okay, so Tommy doesn't eat certain things. He doesn't eat creamy things. He does not like cream sauces, Alfredo, sour cream, cream cheese, mayonnaise, mustard. He doesn't like most salad dressings, ranch, Caesar. He doesn't really like vinaigrettes unless they're not super tart. But out of the things that you do eat, what's your least favorite? Shrimp?
No.
Oh, I don't know. Granola bars?
No.
I don't know. Tell them. Spaghetti? I don't know. Okay, let me stop guessing. All right.
I mean, everything I eat, I like.
But if you had to ask one of them out for forever, what would it be?
Cabbage.
Cabbage. Cabbage slaps. What? Are you serious? I think you finna say cauliflower.
I don't eat cauliflower. That's why I didn't mention it.
Oh. Well, cabbage then. I think cabbage is fire, especially when you stir fry with a little soy sauce. Oh my god. So cabbage, we agree with that. That sounds about reasonable. Because did you even eat that cabbage that my mom... Y'all, I said, okay. Tommy said, I'm gonna come downstairs and eat later. I said, make sure you eat a vegetable because you haven't had a vegetable in a while. He said, yummy, eat some cabbage. Came downstairs, didn't eat it. Then he said, oh, I'm going to take it for my lunch tomorrow. Y'all went downstairs, the pot was still the same way from the... Oh, I knew you wasn't going to eat it. I'm going to go back to packing your lunch. Because, see, you be saying you be packing stuff, and then it still be there the next day. Only a few more questions left, so don't kill me. What's my favorite musician? Huh? I was just telling you this.
Probably was.
It's the same person.
Oh, Rihanna?
Yes. Your favorite musician is Drake. Or has it changed?
No.
What? It changed?
It was never Drake.
Huh? Who is it now?
Oh. You should know that.
Oh, Luther Vandross. Oh my god. Luther Vandross. Who's your least favorite? My least favorite musician has to be Future. Not necessarily him as a musician, which I just don't really listen to Future like that, but just because I feel like he's a trash person outside of that. Like, I just try to use your whole life, you know. So yeah, Future really just been acting real trashy lately, so he would be my least favorite right now. Now, what would be your favorite film?
What would be?
What is your favorite film? I'm struggling. Also choking a little bit.
Lion King.
It is a second favorite film.
Fast and Furious.
Okay. My first favorite film would be, and I'm not gonna give you the real one because I don't want to give away my security answer. It would be La La Land. I love, you know, them quizzes y'all be taking on Facebook, they be collecting y'all data and getting into y'all accounts, okay? They just don't do it right away. They be like, what's your favorite this, your favorite that? And tell us your birthday. You just gave them the keys to the kingdom, okay? So, my favorite film is La La Land. And my second favorite film would be, well, I guess a film that I could watch over and over, Godzilla. Not necessarily a favorite, but I love to put it on as background noise. Now, if you could change anything about me, what would it be? Don't even. No, you done said the same thing. I'm nervous, y'all.
Probably won't change nothing.
Oh my god! That is so sweet of you.
I'm finna go to sleep.
Huh? Okay. If I could change something about Tommy, yeah, if I'm being honest, I really wouldn't change anything, honestly. Like, I feel like things that you would feel like you want to change about a person, if you change them, it'll just change the person completely. Like, you know, it's like almost like a chain reaction. So it's nothing about you that just like irks my nerves, or like it's like on the tightrope with my nerves that makes me want to like change it about you. So between the two of us, who would you say is better at being prepared?
In regards to what?
In general.
It's a toss-up. It's 50-50. It depends.
Ooh, on what? Just in general, and everything, in every aspect in life. Who's, like, you know, who's more likely to be prepared, or who's better at being prepared?
Probably me.
Huh? How?
Who has a problem being on time?
How, Sway?
Who has a
How?
problem being on time?
Okay, that's just one small
That's part
portion.
of being prepared, ain't it? Exactly.
Listen,
Exactly.
I don't have a problem being on time, you guys, so much as I just don't realize how little time I have.
Which falls back into not being prepared.
I will say that when it comes to being on time, that is true. I frequently underestimate the amount of time that I have, or I overestimate the amount of time that I have. I'll be like, oh my god, I got another hour. And then I look up and it's like 5 minutes. So I'm like, bruh, now, I will say that I am more prepared when it comes to budgeting, when it comes to scheduling things, sticking to like a schedule if we have a long day or something like that planned, or just prepare when it comes to like making plans for travel. Like I'm like over prepared when it comes to that. Like I'll literally sit down and write out like these are the travel plans, and then I'll scratch it off and start off like 10 different times. So I would say I'm more prepared, but when it comes to being on time, Tommy is the clear winner. Like Tommy will be early to anything, an hour early. Okay, like I've seen him start getting ready at like 5 o'clock for something that's not until like 7 or 7:30. So that is true. Now, what is something that you learned from me?
Patience.
Really? Why?
It take a whole lot of patience.
Yo, Tommy's wilding today. Listen, I'm about to cut you out this video altogether. Cause
Don't threaten me with a good time.
really, Tommy? Okay, so not necessarily something that you had to learn. Okay, well, I guess I'll go with that. What did I learn from you? I'm already a pretty patient person in general.
Oh, you're pretty patient? Wow.
I would say,
Patient?
I'm patient in certain things. So I guess that I learned from Tommy, let me think, child.
How to calm down.
Yeah, definitely.
How to slow down.
How to slow down, because I'm like so hyper. Like, y'all, I can literally just like plan 42 million things at one time and be trying to do all of them at the same time, and then be salty when they don't work out. And Tommy is totally not like that whatsoever. Like, I'm the type of person that wants to be on the go all the time, or I don't mind being on the go. Like, if somebody calls me and say, girl, it's 11 o'clock, you trying to go out? The answer is yes. Like, I got my clothes on already. I was just waiting for somebody to call me, you know? Whereas Tommy is a homebody. Like, he does not have to go out. He don't have to be in nobody's house. He don't have to do none of that. He's content. He's like an old head, basically, which if you're not familiar with, is like a term in the black community of to like basically represent like one of the elders. Like, you know, in your community, like an older person who basically just does older person things. Tommy's like a young old head. Like, he literally can stay at home, have his nice little drink in his, what is it called, a decanter or something like that, a decanter glass, put on some Motown or some like slow, like, you know, ancient R&B, and literally chill. And that's like a nice night for him. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, oh my God, I got my clothes on, let's go out, let's go turn up, let's go meet my friends. Like, I'm not a clubber or anything like that. I've never been to a club before, but just being out, like in the air, in the public, that's a good time for me. So Tommy has definitely helped me to like slow down a little bit and just be more balanced. And when it comes to like staying home versus going out and all that other stuff. Now, what's one thing I like to do that most people don't?
Man, you doing all these questions?
Huh? I wasn't. It's only one more left. I told you it was going to be a few questions. You had already said yes, though.
It's past 15 minutes.
You're right. I'll owe you a chore. I'll do one of your chores.
You can clean the room.
Huh? That's too much.
That's a chore.
No, that's different. I'll do something other than that.
I already agreed to it.
No, I didn't. I didn't agree to that at all.
Yes, you did.
Okay, no, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I ain't clean. Y'all, listen, we're not junky people, but our bedroom is like always an issue because we basically live out of our bedroom because we moved back in with my mom. So like our bedroom is like our main like living area. I'm choking again, y'all. God, dog. So the bedroom we gonna clean together though, cause some of the stuff is your stuff. Now, what was the question?
How long until we can end this video?
Don't lie. Yeah, I honestly don't even remember what the question is. I clicked off. What was the question? Oh my God, Tommy, that's crazy. Y'all, we can know. That is crazy. Okay, so let's see, this is the last question. This is gonna be a good question. I'm gonna make it up in my head. I'm not even gonna look at the thing. Okay. Where do you see us in 5 years? If everything keeps going as planned, where do you see us in 5 years? In 5 years.
The same exact wage as older.
Huh? You don't have any goals? Like, okay, what are your goals? Okay, that's a better question. What are your goals for us in the next 5 years? Or where do you want us to be, whether it's financially, professionally, spiritually? Just what do you want to see yourself doing with me in 5 years?
Living.
That is not an answer. I mean, it is a good answer, though. Like, details.
Ain't gonna get that many. As a couple, you always look forward, or you look to growing. So in every aspect where we can, I would say growing is just the basic answer, because you don't never want to retreat in your relationship or go backwards. So I would say going forward, whatever we do it to the best of our ability and do it together.
That's such a sweet answer, Tommy. Y'all, he's so sweet. I'm not even lying. Tommy's like the sweetest man ever. Okay, the other day, I didn't even tell y'all. The other day, he literally gifted me, like, surprise gift. He told me he was going to Apple to get his air pencil tip replaced. And I don't know nothing about this stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. And he came home. Like, I've been obsessed with buying plants lately. Tommy's not a plant person. Y'all, he had surprised me with an entire plant. Some brand new AirPods. I didn't know it. He was playing the, like, would you rather have this or that question, like a question game. And Tommy hates those games and he never plays them. But I'm like, oh shoot, Tommy trying to try something new. So I'm answering like, I would have this, that, blah, blah, blah. So he gave me a plant. He gave me my favorite snacks, y'all, my favorite candy, my favorite drink, and he got me some new AirPods. So when I say Tommy's a sweet person, like, I really mean it. And he got me a really pretty, like, really beautiful card. Now, in 5 years, I would love to see us, like you said, continuously growing with each other, getting stronger. 5 years from now, we'll be married almost 10 years, and that's just so crazy for me to even think about. So, I definitely want us to have a stronger relationship. You know, every year you get married, like you said, I think you should grow. Things should change because we're going to change as people. So you have to also not only change individually, but you have to keep up as a couple so that you don't become two people that don't even know each other, you know? So I want us to keep growing together. I want us to have it where we are not sitting here working 9 to 5, slaving for other people, because we spend a lot of our time at work. You know, Tommy works in a warehouse, like I told you guys before, so he's at work all day. I'm at work all day. I'm still at work when he comes home, even though, you know, I'm at home. And so I don't want that to be our life in 5 years. You know, I don't want us to still be working these 9 to 5 jobs. You know, I'm really hoping that between my YouTube and my Instagram that I can really take off as, you know, a plus size influencer for lifestyle, fashion, travel, all that stuff, because I don't want Tommy to have to work every day and do like not necessarily laborious work, but, you know, I want him to be able to kick his feet up and just enjoy himself. And I want to do the same. I want us to spend more time together. Hopefully Rona is not still here, because if it is, y'all, that'd be horrific. Like, so I just want us to be able to travel more, to do more things spiritually. We wanted to go serve in another country for a few months. So I would love for us to be able to do that without having to worry about getting time off approved. You know, we want to help in the construction of new Kingdom Halls and repairing older Kingdom Halls, or, you know, when disasters strike, going to help the local friends. So you need freedom of time to do that, and working like at a normal job does not allow that. So, you know, in 5 years, I want us to just have more freedom when it comes to how we spend our time together. And obviously, you know, be financially, I never say financially secure, because I don't feel like anybody's ever financially secure, because things can change at the drop of a dime. But be financially, what's a better word? Responsible. And we are now, but I want us to be in a better place financially when it comes to just the amount of money that we have saved up, that if we decided we wanted to go somewhere and not work, and I didn't want to make no videos, take no photos for a month or 2 or 3, I could do that. So that's just, you know, what I see for us, or what I would like to see us in 5 years, just in complete command of our time and together, you know, living our best life, basically. So thank you for doing this video with me. That's so sweet of you. I know you're tired, you guys. Tommy is super tired. I forced him to do this video because it's the only day we have before I take these twists out, and I'm going to be looking a fool for a couple days. So thank you guys again for tuning into my channel. I really appreciate you guys. You finally met Tommy, so you can put a face to the name, and now you know who's behind the camera. Thank you guys again. I will see you in the next video.